I was so embarrassed. Sounds were coming out of my body like, I'm gonna tell you a really embarrassing story. You're afraid of posting on YouTube and only getting 2 likes. Stick around. I have a story for you. If we're trying to be content creators, if we're trying to share ourselves with people because we believe we have a solution to something that is important for the world to hear, you can't do that without showing your failures. Let me just start real quick by telling you what happened to me yesterday. This is completely true. I was riding a 2-wheel like electric scooter. I was in a rush. I was trying to meet my sister. I left later than I should have. I wanted to walk there calmly. That was the plan, to get my steps in and meet her. But as I was getting there, I was like, oh, I've left too late. So I started calculating all what I needed to do. Maybe I should catch the bus. Oh no, it's the new year. I haven't renewed my bus pass, so I can't catch a bus. It's too late to catch a Bolt, like a Uber, because by the time I wait for an Uber, I'll be so late. Well, let me just hop on one of these electric scooters and zip on over to where I need to go. And I got on that, but because I wasn't really present, I was just in a rush. So, I got it, and then I was trying to not be on sidewalks and really to avoid people. And as I'm riding it, I start to kind of go down this incline. It's not a hill, but it's an incline. I'm on the scooter. I'm late. Why did I leave so late? I'm kind of like beating myself up and trying to pay attention. And I'm starting to accelerate, and it's kind of wet. It's kind of slippery. So I start to press the brake. And I press the brake and I'm not stopping. And now I'm terrified because, oh my God, I've gotten a scooter that it doesn't have any brakes, and I'm going down a hill and I'm picking up speed pretty quickly. So I really squeeze the brakes as hard as I can to try and stop, and it's not slowing down. So I start to put one foot off the scooter and drag it to kind of stop myself. Squeezing the brakes, I'm dragging my foot, and I am not slowing down one bit. In fact, I'm speeding up and I don't understand. Now I'm thinking, should I jump? Will I hit somebody? Will I hit a car? I'm just like, how do I jump off this thing? Oh my God, I'm about to do that. I'm about to crash, and I'm about to become a stupid statistic of someone riding a scooter who shouldn't be. And all of a sudden, I just, realize that I'm squeezing the brake as hard as I can, trying not to lose control. And then I realize I'm actually not squeezing the brake. I'm actually pushing the accelerator down full speed. So then I go, squeeze the brake. Oh, there's the brake. No. The whole time I've been pushing the accelerator. I was trying to stop the scooter while pushing the accelerator. Let me tell you. I don't know if it's perimenopause. I don't know if it's brain fog. You need to be present. You need to not be rushing. I immediately was like, there's the brake, and now I'm stopping. Oh, I do have brakes. Okay. And now, I've created a spectacle because right before I was contemplating jumping off like Jason Bourne, I was kind of starting to scream, like sounds were coming out of my body, like, and I was attracting attention, and, just people were looking at me like, what's happening, and I'm riding. I pushed the brake and it started to slow down, and I said, there it is, there's the brake. I wasn't pushing the brake, I was pushing the accelerator. I was so embarrassed. I just looked like such an idiot flying down that hill with terror, I'm sure, and then I start to think, oh my God, if someone makes a TikTok about this, I'm going to see myself on TikTok, and I'm going to be the woman riding the scooter looking like an idiot, almost losing control. Okay. When I composed myself, I checked, oh, brake. okay, body, why did you forget that this wasn't, this motion was the brake and this was the accelerator? Why did I forget that? Why did I disconnect from that so quickly? I wanted to jump into a hole and just never be seen again. I wanted to pretend in some way that this wasn't my fault. Like, I wanted to offload that shame so fast. Like, someone has done something to me. Someone has tried to sabotage me with this scooter. Guys, I have been a victim of sabotage. But instead, I was like, I can't wait to tell my new friends on YouTube what happened to me. Because they won't believe what an idiot I am. I think something happens to us in midlife. We become here's where it matters for you. Here's where it matters. In midlife, we become very careful with our dignity. God, we begin to think that the worst thing is looking foolish. Like, the worst thing we can do is look foolish to ourselves and to people. And I tell my teenagers all the time, no one's thinking about you. No one cares what you're wearing. Come on, move along. But we tend to think like, oh my God, if I post on YouTube, people are gonna see this. If I leave my job and I try to start a business, what will people think of me? We begin to let go of the idea of like people care about what we're wearing, but we do care that people see us as being responsible. They see us as being capable. They see us as, matching the persona that's really important for us to show the world. And I think that when we know that failure doesn't destroy us, the world opens up for us in midlife. Like, failure, embarrassment, it doesn't destroy us. It actually like is really funny. We can use all of that. I'm using it for a video to talk to you about. We can use it to be lighthearted, joyful, but we can also use it to like learn lessons from. Like, failure is that tool. Failure is the professor, right? Like, embarrassment it teaches us something. It teaches us about who we are, about opportunities for growth. Also, it teaches us to laugh at ourselves, not take ourselves so seriously. Like, what would it be like if you let go of your perfectly curated persona and you just kind of showed the world your imperfections a little bit, and you talked about the times that you were so embarrassed, like the times whenever you want to dive in and pretend you weren't ever born, in the stories that you never want to mention ever again. What if we shared that? Because I think it helps us. It helps us show up more authentically. But it also kind of helps others, right? Like, it happens to all of us. Might as well share it. We are great at so many things. But that greatness, that feeling, keeps us only doing those things. Sometimes we start to feel like we want to try new things, but the thing that stops us is that we don't like breaking that track record. We don't want to be bad at something, and we don't want to be publicly bad at something. But that's our biggest trap. We are often very afraid of looking like fools, of making mistakes, of being visible when we biff it, And I think that there is a very intentional thing we have to take away from experiences like my story, when I do something super embarrassing. Our tendency is to want to hide that and to definitely not put it on a YouTube video for the world to see. All those parts of us, all those pieces of our story, whether it's good, humiliating, hard, or, quote unquote failures where we missed it. They're all really important pieces to us and our story, and I think we should share it.